Fox Business Alert, CDC advisors just voting in favor of Moderna and Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine boosters. It will now be up to the CDC director to accept or modify the committee's recommendation. Here now, Dr. Marty Makary, Johns Hopkins School of Medicine professor and a Fox Business contributor. Dr. Marty, always great to see you. How long before these boosters are in reality getting into people's arms?
Really, as soon as tomorrow. Once the CDC has green-lighted it, we're going to see doctors' offices and pharmacies offer it to people. We've already seen a lot of people coming in saying that they've never been vaccinated just to qualify for a booster, but now it's going to be out there and at large. It's really those over 65 where we're really concerned. The data on the vaccines as is holding up in people under 65 is pretty good, and everybody's got a different risk tolerance. You know, the everyday person may not have the same risk tolerance as Dr. Walensky at the CDC.
Yes, of course. The good news is that new COVID cases are down roughly 22%, and that's even with the surge that we saw with Delta. The not so great news is that in Europe, they're experiencing another variant. They're calling it Delta Plus. This is what we saw last time. We saw it there first, and then it came here. And so you just think to yourself, is this going to be a cycle we keep repeating?
I'm sure a lot of people are not excited to hear about another variant brewing right now in Europe. But this is a variant that so far does not have the same characteristics of Delta that really did blindside us in the United States. And that is, it's not spreading that rapidly. We're not seeing it balloon out as quickly as Delta was. It's unclear if it's as contagious, slightly more or slightly less, but right now it represents 8% of the new cases in the UK. What we're concerned about is that we're still seeing cases high in the UK. They're plateaued. We're not seeing hospitalizations correspond, but those high numbers of cases are not what we want to see here.
Part of the problem here in this country, I think, is dealing with the children, dealing with their vaccines, dealing with the policies in schools. And you've got CDC Director Walensky advocating for keeping mask mandates in schools, even for the children who are vaccinated. Does that make sense to you?
No, we need some exit criteria, Jackie. The country is hungry for honesty from our public health officials. And you can't have a policy that says, you need to wear these masks right now with no criteria for removing them until I say so. That is the sort of thing that frustrates people. And I think we're going to see some movement on this, because right now we're at about 10 to 20 cases per 100,000. That's the criteria Fauci put out earlier this year to be so-called free and clear. So I think